Hello and welcome to How to Get Started on Software Inc. Beta 1. And today we are going really focus on the main things that you need to do. I've done some tutorials on Alpha 10 and Alpha 11, and this is an updated tutorial, and this will be a lot more focused on what you need to do. So starting a new game, apart from the new animations, you do have your personality traits, you have your bonus points in here. I won't go through all of that. You can choose really what you like, even if there are negative points and things like that. So it's all good. What I'll let you know is that for starting, it's always good to have this set up on your initial specialization. So do development, you start a new development company, you need those skills and you need to make sure that you have those points as well. You can definitely add other points into other areas, but just make sure that the development one, you have this set up because this is what you need. You need to be a really good designer for System and 2D, and a really good programmer for System and 2D, and a very good artist for 2D when you start doing interface. I don't recommend changing anything for the starting font, year or difficulty, or even the days per month, especially this one. I wouldn't recommend changing that. And just move ahead and go to pick up a map. Oh, and don't forget to name your company as I just did. Let's call it Tutorial Company. Tutorial Code. There you go. Then you pick a map. You can start in your garage, in an apartment. It depends on how you go. Garage is cheaper, so I'll recommend going for that. Empty lots you have to actually build and it costs quite a lot, so don't go that way. Start with your garage, and as you grow, you then move on and build your own setup. And when you start, you will be in here. Obviously, you'll need some furniture. I'll get some done and be right back. Okay, I'm back, and here is what I've added and probably what you need. A desk, a computer, a calculator, and a chair. Chair, I went for the most expensive one because it does add some comfort for people and adds to the environment. Desks add to the environment. Computer is the only one available, and the calculator gives you some boosts on design, lead, programming, and I think that's it. Then you have the camera. If someone comes to steal something, it's always good to have one, so insurers can pay you back. And a clock helps with effectiveness, some water, and then a smoke alarm, because if things get on fire, then you can get away as fast as you can. So this still gives you some money back, or gives you some money really. And then the next thing that you need to do is just to wait until the next day, so we can just jump into that. So we are back for the new day. As you can see, we just spent money on the first day. That's fine, that's expected. And now when you stop, the first thing that you want to do is to actually start working on contracts. You can choose by income or you can choose by months. What I like to do is something that I can have one person, like one designer, programmer, and no artist. There is a limit of 1 month for all of these, as these are all new for us. And as you can see, the balance there is just designer and programmers. We are both, and this one artist and designer, but we are both. So what I'll do, I will accept 2 of the logistic application, and then I'll prioritize one over the other. So changing the priority here for 10, and I'll let myself work on that. So I'm here, I'm starting to work. I will do probably all the 4 iterations on that one. And then I'll speed this up. I'll move these to develop. That's more than enough. We don't need to do 4 iterations there, and we can finish on the next day. So we have to finish this today. So I will actually start developing this one. We just need to finish this, pass that line. We are all good. We have plenty of time. I could finish this and start a new one, but as you can see, it's probably better if we do promote this and fix some bugs. Before we go, we need to finish this today, otherwise we lose money. There you go. Fulfill at outstanding quality. So just so you understand what's going on here, because I know that I went through this quite fast. I'm getting 2 of those. I'll prioritize one first. That's the first thing to do. I'll slow time down when I get here so we can see this. So prioritizing this one means that we're doing this first. So what happens if you do like 2 iterations, just start developing, and then as you get through here, through this line, that means that we are basically done. I can reduce priority on that one and actually increase priority on this one. We still have 1 month left, and I can do the same thing here. And as you can see, we finished these in the same day. So we could fix some bugs in there and just then click finish. That's all you need to do. Outstanding quality. You need to go through that line and make sure that you have all that's necessary. And then you wait until the next day and you rinse, repeat. You get another contract, you work on those contracts. This one will start getting me more money and more money. As you can see, our money is going up, which is quite good. You can leave without prioritizing. Then you work like on each of those a little bit. So not really prioritizing one or the other. And then you can basically do the same. Doesn't really matter at the beginning. It's just good that you know how that works. And then you finish that. If you finish on the same day, that's even better, because the sooner you do, the more money you get, and you spend like less and less and all that good stuff. So you do that, you start getting money. There are 2 strategies now that you can do. One of them is just do it as much as you can until you have enough money to hire someone and then start working on your own software. The other one is to actually add some of this money that you get into investment. So with that, you start getting interest every month on the money that you have, and that will start paying for your own bills just on interest. So everything that you earn after that, I quite like this strategy. So for example, I put like 50,000. That's more than enough to pay the bills. And then we should start getting interest on this. If you go through this day, get 2 more contracts, and we just go through that, and you see that at the end of the day, we'll manage to get some interest as well. So let's do the 2 iterations in there. Make sure that we have all these. Let's promote this one. Let's promote this one and finish both. There we go. Outstanding quality. The end of the day, we got some good money. And if you look at this, we are, what is that? There we go. Interest 83. It's not much, but for the moment we are paying 2,000. As you grow, these will get more and more and more, and then you start making more and more interest, which you pay your bills. So this is one way of doing this. You don't need to do that. This might make things take a little bit longer, but it's a safe net and an income that you have like every single month. So that's a good thing. Always keep some money in the bank as well. And when you're ready, you start developing your own software. You don't need to overdo it. You can go for the most simple things. The simple ones are antivirus or even a simple 2D editor. And you can see here what you need: designers, programmers, and artists. You don't need to do much on this. You can do, like, you can see how long it will take as well. If I'm not wrong, antivirus is the fastest one to build, so that's why usually people start working with this one. And as you can see, designers and programmers, you can do this by yourself. You don't need to do it or don't hire anyone else. And this is really up to you on how you do this. So for the first one, just to make money, I don't recommend using any new framework because that will add quite a lot of time. Although for now you could use that because it's the first one. There are no existing, or well, there is actually some frameworks already. So you could use these ones. Obviously, the most recent technology that you use, the better, but then the more you pay on royalties. But then it makes you like spend a lot less time on this, and you could add like file scanner and theft because you actually, the blue icon shows that you get some speed boost. So go for that. Just make sure that you have like some operating system selected. You can see what are the most popular, what are the newer ones. You can add what I recommend at the start. Just keep the first one selected. When you finish, you then port into new operating systems that will save time and money. And then in here, you can do an auto balance, so everything is above the line. And then you just start developing. This is just the interest. Always make sure that you have 100% interest, and you start developing that as well. Now, you can keep priority one, and you can keep getting some contract work. What I suggest in this case is just get one contract work instead of two and make that a priority. So when you're getting, you start working on that. This will be your priority. They will work a lot less, still working on that, but a lot less on this one. And then you start developing. Just make sure you get some money every day so you can actually, this one haven't even finished today, which is fine, you can finish on the next day. But these will make sure that you keep that money coming. You're still getting some profits. You can promote and finish this one, more than enough, and then you are working on that. Wait until the next day, get a new contract and repeat. So one contract every 2 days, and that will keep the lights on and that will keep the money coming. And when you release this, it's just a snowball that will keep you just getting the money that you need. Now, if I look at my finance, still getting interest from that. If I add a little bit more money, I'll get more money next month. It's always good if you're going for that strategy to do it. And that's how you basically start the game. So as you can see, this is sustainable. I can do more, for example, more contract work. This one could take longer, but pays a lot more. I'll stick to this one. Pays a little bit more, although needs more people, takes a little bit longer, but that is fine. We can prioritize on that and make that done between today and tomorrow. Probably won't do the full 2 iterations, but we'll do as much as possible, and just to make sure that we have some good progress here. And this is totally sustainable. Again, still getting profits in there, getting some income coming every day, and just making sure that we do progress here. There we go, can promote and can finish this one up. This one was inadequate quality, really, but that's fine. We're still getting the money. Our reputation is still growing and getting some money in, so that's great. And progress on your own product. If you want, just wait like a couple of days. You have money that you can burn for a few days. You can like just make sure this is a priority. Don't do anything else. I really recommend waiting for at least 3 iterations for your own product. Not completely mandatory, but that would be a good idea if you want to make this right and if you want to make that work. You lose some monies if you don't, you lose some money if you don't get any contracts, but that's fine. You can afford a few months like that. And then when you need some more money, you get more contracts, get the money in, and then you go back to work on your own products. And basically, that's how you start on Software Inc. beta version 1 and get set for success. Then I would recommend obviously hiring like technicians to fix all this stuff and do. Actually, that's not what I want to do. Let me dismiss you. Yeah, just call cleaning, maintenance, and call IT support all at the same time. So we get like a cleaner room and everything working better, and we get a better working office. Making sure that your computer is as close as possible as 100% is good because it makes you faster. So keep that in mind if you want to succeed. There we go. That's all for today. I hope you enjoy it. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to help you and make sure that your company is successful. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.